Hi, I'm Carly. I am Head of International at Clifton Private Finance. We are industry experts with expat and foreign national lending. We have lots of overseas clients and we're very experienced in this area. I have many years industry experience. A lot of that comes from the time that I spent living in Dubai myself, where I started doing international mortgages, and my knowledge and my client bank has grown from there. When it comes to applying for a British expat mortgage, the pool of lenders is much smaller than being a UK resident. It's a very niche area of the market. You generally won't find the answers you're looking for when you're looking at the comparison websites online as you would if you were a UK resident. That's why it's important to speak to a specialised broker such as someone at Clifton Private Finance, as we have expert knowledge of this area of the market. It's a very manual process. We are a whole of market brokerage, however the whole of market do not offer expat mortgages. We built some great relationships with international banks, building societies and specialist lenders that can all assist with expats. We do start from scratch with every case because every case is so different. In relation to interest rates for British expats, the reason they are usually higher is based on currency fluctuations, depending on where the client is located. So the rates are usually around 1% higher. Sometimes the arrangement fees and the booking fees can also increase for an expat. When you return to the UK, we can refinance for you and we can put you back onto a standard UK residential rate. The good news is you can actually purchase a property whilst you are overseas, albeit with a slight increase in the interest rate. When it comes to assessing affordability for a British expat, lots of lenders use something called haircutting. So they will take the currency the client is paid in and they will usually deduct 20% of the overall annual income. This is to allow for any currency fluctuations. When it comes to deposit amounts for British expats purchasing in the UK, they are higher than a standard UK resident. So generally, as a rule, it will be a 20% deposit if you're purchasing a residential property, and it will be a 25% if you're purchasing a buy-to-let or an investment property. That can differ from lender to lender. Sometimes they can increase the loan-to-value size and sometimes they can decrease them. But overall, it would be 20% for residential and 25% for buy-to-let. So in terms of paperwork and documentation, when you are a British expat residing overseas, it is a lot more thorough than a standard UK client. Usually they will ask for 3 months or 6 months bank statements for your accounts held globally. So this could be for the country you're currently residing in and for the UK, and if you have any accounts anywhere else. They will usually also ask for an employment certificate. This will come directly from your HR department of wherever you're working, coupled with 3 months pay slips. In terms of identification, when you reside overseas, you're often asked to have your ID verified by a notary. So this is worth noting when you are looking at mortgages, and factor this into your costs as well. If you're a self-employed applicant residing overseas, it becomes very difficult to obtain a mortgage in the UK. Fortunately, we work with international banks and building societies that will support you. Generally, lots of the lenders will ask for your accounts to be verified and signed off by one of the big 4 accountancy firms. This isn't all of the lenders. Some of the smaller lenders that we work with, they will also take accountant certificates from local accountants, but it can become difficult. So I would advise, if you are self-employed and you're a British expat, to get in touch because there's a longer paperwork process and it's a lot more thorough. To help improve your chances of obtaining an expat mortgage once you are overseas, it really helps to maintain a UK credit footprint. This can be keeping a bank account open or a credit card open, and maybe maintaining an address perhaps with a family member. This really helps when you come to apply, as banks will search for you. It's also worth noting that when you have a discussion with a broker, to be transparent about any previous credit issues you may have had in the past. Some expats think that once they've gone overseas, these things disappear, but unfortunately they don't. So it would be a good idea when coming to apply to get a copy of your credit report ready for any discussion with a broker. If you're an expat considering a mortgage in the UK, you can book in for a free consultation with one of our experienced advisors. Whether you're considering taking that imminently or in the future, we can help prepare you for the application process. We can also set you a plan or a goal if it's something that you're looking to do in the future. Please do get in touch, and I'm sure that we can help.